Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marilyn, and for today's video, I will be showing you my favorite tarot and oracle pairings. And accompanying us today is clear quartz, amethyst, smoky quartz, pyrite, Himalayan salt, and a Lemurian point, and another smoky quartz. So here I have the Mother Peace Tarot, and this is the Herbal Astrology Oracle, and I like to pair these up together because I feel like the artwork just goes very nicely, and both of these decks emit such a lovely soothing energy that I feel just really heals me, even if I'm not like pulling cards for myself or for certain clients. Just like going through the cards, like the artwork just really heals me, and I love that. I was filming a video earlier today as well, talking about the divine feminine and the wild woman archetype, and the Mother Peace Tarot, that energy of the wild woman really comes through, and I enjoy seeing the different cultures and the different indigenous people being depicted all over the Mother Peace cards, and like this is so beautiful. I like this is like the wild woman archetype, you know, being as how the Ten of Wands is like a heavy card. I feel like with this depiction in the Mother Peace, it's like freedom, it's like letting go, and the Ten of Wands is about like carrying baggage and responsibilities, or you know, carrying things that aren't yours. You know, being an empath, you tend to like carry all of these emotions that you don't even know how to decipher if they're your own emotions, you know? And I feel like we as women, society places like these just ridiculous expectations of what a woman is, or how a woman should be, or how a woman should act. And you know, luckily, thankfully, a lot of us wild women, we're coming out of our shells, and we're showing the world who we really are. And you know, this is me. And I feel like this is a nice representation of that with the Ten of Wands, because you know, we see here a woman just dancing, you know, letting out their truth, speaking their truth, you know, being who they are, accepting that wild woman archetype, you know, because we all have wild women within us, and I think that's powerful. So yeah, I feel like this is a nice pairing. The artwork of the Mother Peace Tarot is so diverse. I love how everybody is represented, every culture. And then we go to the herbal astrology, and you know, it's about plants, it's about medicinal herbs, and how everybody here on earth uses herbs to heal themselves, you know? And that's nice because, I mean, let's be real, we're all a human race. It's not specific just to one culture, one race, you know? No. So, both of these decks on their own are very powerful. They're very healing. I've noticed for certain clients, whenever I reach either of these, tends to really heal their parental wounds and help them connect more with their ancestors, you know, and it allows them to see that they've always had that power within themselves to heal themselves. And I think that's very beautiful because being a healer doesn't mean that you can just heal others, you know. No, you have the responsibility to awaken others and let others know that they have that power within themselves to also heal, you know. So yeah, these decks are very profound. They're very wise. Both of these decks are just amazing. The artwork speaks for itself. So yeah, this is my favorite. So, sudden light change. It's getting way darker, way too early here in North America. But this is the Wild Unknown Archetypes Oracle, and this is the Goddess of Love Tarot. And the reason why this is my favorite deck pairing is because the artwork is similar. It's, you know, kind of collagey and stuff. But what I have been doing lately is I'll go through the Goddess of Love Tarot, and if I find a card here that kind of calls to me, like I wouldn't even pay attention to like the name of the card, and it's just the artwork that calls to me, I'll go through the Wild Unknown archetype and try to find a similar card with similar symbolism, if any at all, or I'll just go by the colors of this card, and whichever card I land on that resembles this card, I will go into the Wild Unknown guidebook and read whatever message it is that it has for me. And I've found that it's been very accurate. It's really helped me. Oh wow, look at, like, I like this. You see this? Like, this to me, I would go in there and like see what this is about. The Devil and the Mother, and this is being represented by Lilith. Lilith, if you guys know, Lilith was the first woman. Oh my god, okay. That's just so cool. Like, I've been having so much fun doing this. Okay, real quick, I found a really nice pairing. Like, look at this. This is the Witch of Wands, and this is the Warrior. I'm going to quickly read what the booklet says on the Warrior, and then I'm going to read what this says in the booklet, okay? So, give me a second. Okay, so really quickly, summarizing everything, this is about you being able to overcome your battles that you face within yourself or within others, within other situations. But this is talking about having clarity and having purposeful action within your life and going after what it is that you want without remorse or guilt, you know, being brave. And with the Witch of Wands, I feel like this imagery reminds me of like the Six of Wands. Does it not? The Six of Wands, like in the traditional Rider-Waite. It reminds me of the Six of Wands. Okay, and this one is the Knight of Wands, but it reminds me of the Six of Wands, and it's kind of like giving the impression of you gaining that awareness that you've always had, but finally seeing through and claiming back your power, claiming back your wisdom, and not being afraid of letting go of certain situations that no longer serve you. And that can also be just letting go of aspects of yourself that you know don't benefit you, you know, because it's not as much as situations holding you back, but it's also yourself holding you back, you know, and, you know, learning to know when enough is enough. And I feel like this is great. This is a great little card pairing. So yeah, I've just really been having so much fun with both of these decks and with learning about myself, learning about the different archetypes. The Goddess of Love Tarot has a lot to offer. It has a lot to teach, you know, and I feel like, and I talked about this in the first pairing where I was talking about the wild woman archetype, and I feel like the wild woman archetype also applies to the Goddess of Love Tarot because it's about freedom. It's about expressing yourself, being authentic. It's about your sexual power, claiming back your energy, you know. And I don't know, I've just been having a lot of great insights, and it's really helped me get more in tune with myself. Okay, this next one is the Cosmic Slumber Tarot, and this is the Pleiadian Oracle. Now, this one is a very nice one for me because I identify as a starseed. You know, I think we're all starseeds, you know, we're all light workers here. And this one for me, like both of these decks, dream time has been very important and very sacred to me because when I go to sleep and when I dream, when I lucid dream or when I astral project, that is when I get the most information and wisdom from my ancestors or from, you know, the galactic ancestors or whatever. My spiritual team, right? And I've noticed that whilst I've been using these decks, I have been able to go back to certain dream worlds or dreams that I've had previously. And these dreams are like maybe 7 months or like up to years ago that I've had these certain dreams. And I've been able to go back to those certain dreamscapes. And I don't know, like this deck pairing has really helped me channel my inner child. It's helping me heal my inner child basically, because when I was younger, I would always, you know, dream. I'd always daydream a lot. And it's just really helping me connect with my inner child, and I really appreciate that, you know. Dream time and dream work is so sacred to some people and certain cultures. And I've just been doing the damn thing with this deck pairing here. I'm definitely gathering a kind of pattern here with my Oracle decks and tarot decks, and it's just that I love that pop of color. I love the healing artwork. It has to be a certain type of artwork for me to be able to connect with a deck. I like this because it's like collagey. It's got animals, it's got earth, it's got crystals, it's got that color. I like that stuff, you know. And the Cosmic Slumber, it has a lot of color. I love that. And it feels like it just makes my inner child so happy, you know? So, I don't know. This has been really helpful for me when it comes to dream time and sleeping and being able to connect with my spiritual team. So, yeah. And I think it makes sense because, like, my sun sign is in Leo, right? And Leo rules over the 5th house, which is creativity, which is kids, family, you know, love. And this is what it is. This is what it's about for me, okay? These are just some great decks that help bring out that lioness energy, but not the lioness that's overpowering, and you know, it's healing, you know, and it's really nice. I've been having so much fun connecting and just discovering about myself, you know, especially like I said, for dream time, I have been healing my past lives. I've been learning about myself. And I think that's the best for me. I love it. Final deck pairing is the Herb Crafter's Tarot and the Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards. Now, do I need to say any more? Because look at this. Right out the gate, I got, this was not planned, okay? We have the Death card, Marigold, and we have Connect with Past Loved Ones. And we can see Marigold here. And this is Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. Marigold Cempasúchil is the flower name. And we adorn this by our altars. We sprinkle it on the altars. We sprinkle it all the way to the house, leading into the altars for our loved ones to find. You know, it lights their way. I mean, girl, I don't even know. This is great. I think I've mentioned in a previous video where I said that this deck is very healing and it reminds me of my ancestors. With the Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards, you know, you're connecting with your ancestors. You're asking for ancestral guidance. These cards I found have also helped me redirect ancestral magic. Or like whenever I am doing my ancestral rituals, I'll just shuffle these cards, and whatever whatever keywords are on it, I will make sure to incorporate any herb, any crystal, any color candle, whatever element into the ritual so that it may help me. And, you know, I'm also getting that guidance from my ancestors. So this pairing works perfectly together. This deck is very special to me because it's almost as if my grandmother were reincarnated in this deck, or my mother, you know, and it's just so healing to me. I love my cultura. I love my culture. I love my roots. I love where I come from. And everybody here on earth, you know, we all have access to connecting with our ancestors. And I don't know, like, it's just been so healing. It's so healing. Both of these decks are very healing on their own, but together I feel like the messages are just much more profound, much more profound, and it's just been great. Personally, I've also been using this deck pairing to help me understand the root cause of my family's generational curses and how to break them and how to heal them. I've also been discovering a lot about my family and a lot about myself, as well as really connecting with my father's energy. And my father is a fantastic person. I love him so much. You know, I've always told him he should have been a teacher or like a professor because he has so much knowledge, and he's very spiritual as well. He's very philosophical in his own way. Also, it's been helping me understand why it is that I chose my family, why it is that I'm going through the lessons and experiences that I'm currently going through, and, you know, why it is that I grew up the way that I grew up. And I don't know, it's been a very profound journey. I still don't know everything, you know, I'm still trying to put I'm still trying to put the pieces together to form the puzzle. But it's been really rewarding. It's been really rewarding in my journey so far. And honestly, these decks, I could really pair them up with the other decks that I've shown you. So there's that. There's definitely a pattern here on what it is that I'm currently undergoing and tackling and, you know, just overcoming. And I love these lessons. I definitely do. My birth chart, so my sun sign is in the 9th house, and the 9th house is all about spiritual knowledge. My moon sign is in Capricorn, which is in the 3rd house, and it's all about communication and expressing yourself. And my Scorpio rising is in the 1st house, in Pluto. So that's all about, you know, knowing thyself. And yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm very grateful for all of this knowledge that is very accessible for me, you know, and, you know, also reminding myself that the knowledge is within me. Anyways, guys, that concludes my favorite deck pairings so far. I have a lot more, but I needed to condense this video because, you know, I'm filming on my phone. But I think next time I'm gonna do a video in regards to like the certain crystals that I match up with my decks. So like crystal and tarot pairings, or crystal and oracle deck pairings. I'm not sure yet, but I think that would be really fun because I've noticed that whenever I grab a certain deck, I grab a certain crystal. Anybody else? Are you guys the same? So yeah, stay tuned. I will be doing that. Please like and subscribe, comment any of your favorite deck pairings, and yeah, love you guys. Bye.